Hello everyone, I just wanted to jump on here real quick and give you guys an update on what I have going on. I know we planted mango seeds from the supermarket. We planted papaya seeds straight from the papaya from the supermarket. And I just wanted to jump on here and let you know what's been going on in my world. Spring is coming, as you know, and there is so much to do, so much I want to do. The mango seeds that I planted up, some of them have sprouted, and yeah, I forgot about them again. So some of them are pretty much way out of the bag. And the papaya seeds, they sprouted, but I at least got 3 so far, and some of the other ones are on the way, and I've since planted more seeds. So the papaya trees may turn out to be a good thing. I'm happy with the 3 I got, and if I didn't get any more, I wouldn't care. I don't have anywhere to put them anyway. My greenhouse is full. And so I'll worry about that when summer's over and fall hits and I have to worry, maybe I'll bring some in the house. I don't know. I'll worry about it then. So for right now, I want to jump into showing you some of the mangoes, since we started out with that first. But we have a lot of mangoes that we need to pot up. At this point, I can't remember if I put 3 in, 2 in, 5 in. I know there's more than one. But when I go in there, I'll squish around and see. And I've even started a few more in another cup of water, so I just drop them on in there. So we're gonna go ahead and pot these mangoes up real quick. So we'll see if that is not enough. We are going to take our dirt. By the way, I use, right now I'm using Miracle-Gro garden soil. I don't really have a preference. I just pretty much get what's on sale. Grab this one up, and there's a little root. It's already growing. Now I do plan to pot these up into bigger pots when I get outside this spring. My goal or my plan is to pot them up in bigger pots and just have them growing out in the yard. I will worry about them, like I said, when fall comes. But for now, they'll be good. I just may wind up giving them away. It's usually what I do, give away my babies. We've got one. We're just gonna set him over here. And while we're at it, let's just another seed in here. Oh, there it is. Well, we do have a seed in here, and it does. Oh, he's squishy. He's not viable, so we'll just get rid of him. And as I told you before, I have some seeds that I did put in some water, so we'll just use that dirt and recycle it for the seeds I have in the cup. I'm gonna go ahead in here. Oh, we have a seed in here. Oh, he is about to sprout. So, you know what? We'll just put him in here right now. We'll put him back in the bag. Oh, here's another one. Apparently I put 5 in this one, and it seems like he's still good. So we'll put him back in the bag. Wait a minute, is that another one? And he is growing, and so, oh. Yeah, so we'll put him back in the bag too. So far I see 3 trees. And just get this one out. We're gonna put him in here. We'll put some dirt in him, more dirt in him in a minute. I'll just do it now. you can see into my shirt, this little root. You know, when I plant these mango seeds up, I always hope that one day they'll mature and I'll get some mangoes. Although I know that's just probably just highly unlikely. But it's fun trying to get them to grow. And the trees are beautiful. Reminds me of the islands. That's something at least. So far we have 3 mangoes. And I do believe I have 3 in the cup and 3 right there. So, and one more big one. Right here. He has a pretty good sized root on him. Let's see that. Oh, there's another one. And while we're in here, let's see if we have any more. So I think there were only 3 in here. Let's take a little bit of this dirt, reuse it. This one's not so bad. At least I didn't forget about it until it was growing out of the bag. Well, there's still a root in there. Still hope for them. Let's see. This is the piece that just broke off of the one I planted. So we're just gonna toss that, and I'm sure there are some more mango seeds in here. This is the bag that I planted on our last video, and if you recall, I broke one of the seeds when it split. It had a root on it. I think that's it right there. But anyway, it doesn't look like these are no, they're not viable. So we're just going to go ahead and chalk that up to a big fat loss. Yeah, and there's nothing else in it. So that's pretty much all we have going on with the mango seeds. So I'm going to take these out, the ones that I got out of the other bag. There's 3 of them. I'm going to lay them down on their sides. Here. And just put 3 of them in here in the bag. And I'm going to cover them up with some dirt. As I said before, I use Miracle-Gro soil. Well, this is Miracle-Gro soil, but I pretty much get what's on sale. I don't really go all into the brands and all that. I just fertilize my plants anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I just don't do that. So now that we have these potted up, or bagged up, I should say, and we do have a cup, as I told you before, with some mango seeds. I'm going to pour some of this water out into here. Just use, actually I'm going to put most of it in there. Actually, I'm going to put all of it in there. And then at least that one's watered. And then, so now we have these seeds. And once again, we've got two that have split open on me. I just broke it. You know what? We're not even gonna try. This one's still intact. No, it's not. I have so many mango trees. No, I'm just not going to. They're just, no. See, nothing's ever perfect. But I got one. And I do think this will be my last planting of mango trees. I don't have any more left unless I buy some. I think I'm going to be too busy in the garden to be worrying about that. That's the update on the mangoes, and gonna throw some water in that, and then brush off some of this dirt, and then I'm gonna come back and show you guys the papaya seed trees. But in case you were wondering, before I go, let me show you the mango tree that we potted up that was kind of out of the bag last video. This is him. He's still doing good. He's over here on my little mad scientist experiment tray, and he's been under a grow light, and he's got some new leaves coming in, so he's doing well. I don't see any roots coming out of the bottom, but I've just been keeping him watered when I remember, and he's doing good. So very encouraged with the new leaves coming out, so he's doing pretty good. So I'm going to straighten up, just clean up this table a little bit, and we're going to come back and I'm going to show you guys the papaya seeds. Okay, just got a little bit of the dirt off the table, so we can move on now to the papaya seeds. They have sprouted into trees. I am so excited. It didn't take 7 to 10 days. It's supposed to, but it did not. These trees, I think I showed them to you guys on the last video. They were potted up, but they hadn't sprouted yet. And I think at that time they were like, I don't know, 5 days, 6 days old, but they hadn't sprung. But on the 14th day, they did start sprouting, and as of today, they have grown significantly. Take these out. I think I told you before that I had 2 holes, and in each hole I planted 2 seeds. So out of the 4 seeds, I have 2 trees growing. And then this one here, out of the 4 seeds that I planted, I only have 1. We are going to go ahead and pot those up into separate pots. The weather here is getting so much warmer, so I am planning on putting all of these out in the greenhouse. I plan to take you guys out there and show you what I've got going on out there. So, you know, we can check out and see what lived through the winter, what did not. We had a cold spell here, really, just one really bad one, I think. Other ones really weren't so bad. These things just did not want to cooperate. I like the smell of it, just not on me. Okay. So we're going to be potting this up. I'm going to pot these up. This one only has 1. Take it out. Drop it in. And now we have our papaya tree all planted up. And with this one, we are going to separate this into 2. Separate this into 2 trees. Okay, that's another one, and then we have the 3rd one. Usually I would do this outside in the greenhouse, but it's just been so cold. And so because it's been so cold out there, even though I have a heater in the greenhouse in both of them, I just haven't had a chance to go out there and clean it out and get things off the shelf where I will be putting these. Definitely have to do that. Kick out anyone who didn't make it over the winter, and make room for my new stuff. So I decided to kind of just do everything in here. I normally go for shrubs, plants, trees, just landscaping, just anything fun with the yard. But I don't normally go into vegetables simply because we do live in a community that has an HOA, homeowners association, and gardens are not allowed. So in my quest to grow my own food, some of it, or try to, I am going to be tucking vegetables in grow bags where I can into the yard, wherever I can find sun, and tuck it in enough so that it's not going to be as noticeable. I have a plan going on in my head. I just have to get out there and execute the plan. So in anticipation of that, I'm going to plant some vegetable seeds in my little mini grow houses. I usually use these for flower seeds, but I'm going to use these this year, some of them at least, to do some vegetables. Figure if I start them early, then I can just put them in the bags later. Figure give myself, 4 weeks? And they should hopefully be big enough or sprouted enough, or at least be ready by spring. I mean, that's more than, 6 weeks, a month and a half away, or 2 months away. So that's where we are with that. I am going to start putting in a couple of seeds. I was hoping to do maybe each tray, 1 seed in each pod, and 1 type of vegetable in each tray. I've also decided that I'm not going to plant anything that I won't eat. Last year, when I was experimenting, I was just planting. I had seeds, so I was just planting because I wanted to plant. To be honest, and it was nice because I still got to try stuff that I normally wouldn't eat, but because I grew it, I ate it, or tried it at least. I didn't like some of it, but most of it I did like. I would love to be able to have a garden that you just till up the ground, do the rows, put the seeds in the ground directly, don't have to do any of this. That's what I would like to do. I'll be able to do that. I'm just putting dirt in the pots. Spray them with some water, put their little domes on. So I'm not going to bore you guys with doing all of these. I'm just going to do this last one. I know some people like to do soil blocks and all of that, and that looks so interesting. I just don't have that kind of dedication. I just want to throw the dirt in, throw the seeds in, water, and I want to see something grow. We have some, what are these? String beans. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have some string beans. And we are going to get our little pod, poke some holes in there. I am 1 seed short. Oh, there's a string bean. Close those over. Get these things in. Get it squirted up in. There you go. So then what I'll do is put the string beans in here. I'll spray them with water. Get a lid. Cover it up, and that will be its little mini greenhouse. So I'm going to go ahead and get these done. I want to show you guys what I've been doing with my hydroponic system. I'm going to throw that string bean on there. What's this? As a matter of fact, before I'm going to just set these, before I take them down to the greenhouse, I'm going to set them outside on the table out there because it's only going to get down to 50 degrees tonight. That's supposed to be our overnight low. So I'm going to put them out on the table out on the deck. These seeds are big. We'll go ahead and do them. 1, 2, 3, 4. We only have 8. Do I want bell pepper? Yeah, I think I do. we're gonna do 12 of the bell pepper. My girlfriend, she loves the garden. She is so good. I'm telling you, she has a green thumb when it comes to growing vegetables. So we have some green bell pepper that we're putting in here. Last year I had a bell pepper plant that she grew, and she had too many, so she gave me one, and it was beautiful. I pretty much caught the bug. I'm like, you know, I really want to grow some vegetables too. So since she has faith that I can do this, I'm definitely going to at least try. It's not going to be like her garden, but I'm going to try to at least make her proud of me. We are going to see if we have, no, I don't think there are 12 in there. We are going to put, maybe we'll do cucumbers, white spine cucumbers. I think there are 12 in here. There may be more than 12, which means there will be probably 2 in a hole. These are seeds from last year, so I'm hoping they're still good. Yeah, some of these are gonna have 2. So we have cucumbers planted up now. I'll get the rest of them done later. I've had these little greenhouse containers for about 4 or 5 years now. Gotta say, I mean, they're little handled, but they still work. So I really want to show you guys what I have going on. I have been growing some seeds over here, and right now I have some basil going on. So what I want to do is take them out of the water and go ahead and pot them up into some little pots. If I can't get the roots out, it's hard to get the roots out without damaging them. And so if you were to pull it, it's just a little harder. Oh wait, I did some tomatoes a few weeks ago. See if I can't show you what they look like, but it's not too bad. I lost some of the roots, but normally, if I couldn't have gotten it out, I would just get my kitchen scissors and cut through this portion of the plastic. Just pop this little base off, or open it up, I should say, and I would get the root out that way, and then reuse it. Now this one here, get this out. You can see where I cut it. See how I cut that? I cut it open and then pulled out my pod. It still works. I mean, it's still closed up. And then I just put the sponge back in and drop another seed in, so I can reuse it. I'm really bad at forgetting about these plants, and as you can see, they turn into, you know, monsters. I don't use the seeds that they recommended, the ones, I guess the plants are supposed to be dwarf plants or whatever. I didn't use those. I just used the regular seeds because my plan was to let them grow, get an early start, and then put them in some dirt. But since I had the gardening bug, I just had to have something growing, so I tried this. Now I did do some tomatoes, and when I took them out of the water, so I have to water them every day, and they're not as vibrant as they were when I first took them out, but they're still alive. I did that last year with the tomatoes, took them out of the water hydroponic unit and put them in dirt, and then transferred them into the garden, my flower bed, and they grew up the deck support all the way up to the second story, so they did really well. Got a lot of cherry tomatoes, so I'm doing that again this year. and hoping it will work out for me. But they're looking weedy, just like the ones from last year were looking weedy. But they lived, and I'm sure that those will live too. But here's my basil plant. Just got to make sure I keep it watered every day. And then this is a tomato, and because it's so little, I'm just going to go ahead and put it in here and hope that it can stay in here for a couple of weeks, which it probably won't, but I'll worry about that then. And tomatoes, you know, you can plant them deep. Put it in some water so I can start maybe some flower seeds in here. I don't think I'll bother with any more vegetable seeds in the hydroponic unit. I'm just going to do flowers in there, and from here on out, seeing that we're so close to spring, I'll just put them in the little gardening trays, put them in the greenhouse, and go from there. So that's what I have going on. I do plan to take you guys outside and give you a look at what I've been doing since the last garden tour in January. I've been ticking off a lot of the to-do items on my list. Still a lot to do, a lot to do. Oh, one more little side interesting note. In preparation for spring, I'm going to be doing, of course, some instant curb appeal. It's not a good thing when your yard is looking kind of gloomy in the winter, but it can't be helped. I'm trying, but it can't be helped. So, you know, spring is coming. I'm trying to just have something decent to look at until I can jump in and really get my hands dirty. So in anticipation for this, I figure, you know, curb appeal is always the first thing you want to go for, at least what I want to go for. And, you know, I've been going out, cleaning up the beds, putting down some fresh mulch, even though, you know, I want to plant some of the hydrangeas. Of course, it's going to be a different look. Maybe not that different, but a little different look. I like to change it up. I wanted to put some ferns in my planters on my front porch. I love the Japanese painted lady ferns. They are just beautiful. I had some before, and I wound up giving them away. Someone I knew bought their first home, and you know, it's like, oh, you got to put stuff in your yard. You know, you got to hit the ground running. Plant some stuff now. And I had 3 of them, and they were just beautiful. I'm like, you know, I'm going to take these down and I'm going to give them to you. And they did so well on my front porch. I mean, I bought them. They just grew 50 times the size they were from when I, you know, put them in initially. So I went online and I ordered some little ferns. And when I say little, I was expecting them to be in a cup like this. I'm going to show you what I got. I ordered 10. I was going to order 3, 1 for each pot, but I was like, no, I'm going to get 10. I can find other places. I love them that much. And this is what I got. I don't know, you can see there's 5 in here, and they're sprucing up now that I've had them in the water. But this is what I got. And this. And no, this is not the picture. And I was expecting them to be small, but I mean, really, I will be contacting to express my disappointment. You can, I guess they jumped them over too. I am so disappointed. I'm still gonna do my front porch. It just won't be with these. I shouldn't be surprised. This isn't the first time something like this has happened to me. But even though you think you've prepared yourself and you've done your homework, oh, I'm not going to get that again. Yeah, every year at some point I get sideswiped with something like this. I needed somebody to just share my pain. Anyway, that's pretty much it. I look forward to seeing you guys. My next video that's coming up soon. I'm really going to try to put something out. I had said to myself when I started this channel that I would try and put something out once a week, but I really would like to put something out twice a week, and now I'm trying to ramp it up. There is so much to do, so I'm sure I can find something to be able to put out and share with you at least 3 times a week. So that's my goal, and hopefully I'll surpass that goal and give you more. But to everybody so far that has subscribed to this channel, I want to thank you so much. I do appreciate it. Till next time, bye.